Remember my past video, I talked about this knife from Swedish Lapland. Guess what? For the price of this, you can get this, this, and this. So, what do we want to spend our money on? Don't get money or anything, and I bought these knives on my own, so it's not a paid advertising or something, just my honest opinion about these knives. And I bought that knife, that Vuolu Puukko, in Kolari in Finland. It is up north, close to the Swedish border. When you buy these knives there in the shop, you can get a free engraving. It's 50 bucks. And where do you get a handmade knife for 50 euros, made local in Finland with high quality materials? I mean, that sheath is genuine reindeer leather, fairly soft, but there is an inlay in it, so knife still very secure in it and won't come out. Classic Sami style or Puukko style leather thong, and the handle is made from curly birch, from reindeer antler, from brass with leather liners, riveted, and the pommel also made from reindeer. The blade itself, 10 millimeters, it's from 10 millimeters, 10 centimeters. It is from Laurel Metalli in Finland. Many knife makers use these blades. 80 with carbon steel, 57 to 58 on the Rockwell scale, I guess. A very nice all-around steel. So this one, the Bear Lauku Karhu Lauku from Wood Jewel, I have a little bit longer. Did not bought that in Finland, but in a German shop. It's also not that expensive. It's 70 bucks around. The decorations on that handle I made myself. But still, this knife, also reindeer, antler, pommel, brass bolster, leather spacer. A bit longer Lauren blade, same steel as I mentioned on the first one, same style of leather sheath or leather pouch, fairly soft on the top, but it also has an inlay, so you can't stitch through it, and also enough retention in it. This time it's all about the Vuolu Puukko. But let's have a little breakfast first. Let's collect some herbs for our breakfast tea. First of all, peppermint. Then we have some lemon balm. Also we have some stinging nettle for the earthy taste, and also it's good for the sewer. So we give our herbs a good rub. So yeah, I just don't cook it now in this pot, just filled it up with hot water. I have this tasty dried cured beef with garlic. So I think it's not too bad. If you have fresh peppermint at home and lemon balm, try it with fresh leaves. It's very great. So refreshing, and you can even drink it cold. But pay attention, with hot weather, you must not take too many stinging nettle leaves because flushes all the way through. Your body loses water. And of course, I don't forget our puppies. So Wood Jewel calls it the Vuolu Puukko, which means just a carving knife or something like that in Finnish. And it's really perfect for that. I mean, the pommel does a great work. Something harder when you have to put some force in your cuts. Then you appreciate the pommel shape of these Finnish knives, because they really support your cutting movement. And with softer wood like spruce, pine, birch, all that, it has its absolute strength. I mean, consider these knives came from up north, so there's not much oak or ash or something around. And it's really a joy to whittle or cut wood with these Scandinavian knives. You can also do it this way if you like. Now you see how deep it penetrates in soft wood. Remember when I tried to notch this piece of hardwood with my Puukko? It worked, but wasn't a joy. And with this one, it's way better. I mean, yeah, both blades come from the same factory. The blade of the Puukko knife and also this one. But they are for different purposes. I really love the traditional look of this. I also like to carry this knife around our farm. I mean, you can cut everything with it. And here I come back to my old question to myself. What do I really need? What do I just want? Where are my cravings? Why do I expect better performance the more expensive the tools are? Is it just about aesthetics? Oh yeah, I mean, speaking of aesthetics, I mean, that is a beautiful knife. Made in a small workshop, a rather small workshop. And you can order these all around the world. If you are in Finland having the chance to visit their souvenir shop in Kolari, then step in and enjoy the world of Lapland products. Speaking of souvenir shop, I had a discussion years ago in a forum with a guy, self-proclaimed Scandinavia expert, and he says all these knives, whether it is Wood Jewel, Wood's Knife, Erapu, Kauavan, or even Stromeng in Norway, he was kind of like, oh, this is just cheap souvenir knives. No serious outdoor tools. No serious hunter up north would carry one of these knives. I mean, maybe he's right on the hunter. Maybe they use dedicated hunting knives, not Puukkos. But I've seen lots of guys in Scandinavia with this cheap souvenir tourist trap knives. And I don't know where this come from. Why people think it's not a good knife because there's no, the brand does not say Spyderco or I don't know, Falcon even, Bark River. As I said in the beginning of my video, you can buy one factory made knife for 180, 200 bucks, even more, 500 bucks. Or you can spend your money on a shitload of nice things which you can enjoy in the outdoors. When it comes to the question, what do I need to start with bushcraft? Nothing. You need nothing, just your interest for the nature. Maybe a good book about plants and trees. And if I have to recommend a bushcraft knife or a survival knife or something, from my own experience, I would always recommend a Puukko knife. They've been around for a while. They're not too expensive, but they're good. Trusty carbon steel blade. You get them razor sharp. They're easy to maintain. You have to care about them a little bit, especially when you are in a wet environment. But there's no need to panic. They won't rust you under your R's. Pay a little attention, and you have a good knife for lifetime. We live in a time where I think everyone is looking for the shortcut. I mean, there are so much videos about life hacks or short ways to success or something. And I see that also when it comes to bushcraft topics. Everything has to be so fast. You have to process your firewood fast. You don't have to lose time. Maybe that might be true for a real survival situation. But how often are these? Not too much, I guess. And even then, I volunteered as a firefighter for 30 years in my life. And I had a lot of emergencies. And even when every second counts, it's more important to take your time and think about what you do. So why should that be different when you are in the woods or at the nature in general? Rushing things leads to injuries. Sometimes I think nowadays there is a certain problem and people tend to, what is the proper tool to solve that problem? And often enough they don't look what they already have and what they can do with that. MacGyvering around or something. I know these struggles on my own, so I'm also guilty on that many times of my life I just look for the shortcut. I mean, when I order a knife online, I just use it, and maybe I have some nice experience with this. But when I grab this one, I always thinking of the perfect Scandinavia trip. Whenever I take a zip out of this cup, it tastes like Lapland to me. And suddenly I'm back on that little lake or in that wood. So I connect more memories to this knife than to any other store-bought knife. Cheers!